Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the HR Conclave 2025, hosted by Symbiosis School for Online and Digital Learning, Symbiosis International University. Over the next 2 days, we are going to engage in insightful dialogues around some of the most transformative themes shaping the future of HR. Our theme this year, People Analytics, Future of Work and the Role of AI in HR, has been chosen with a great intent. We are living in a time where workplaces are becoming reimagining, where data is defining decisions, and where AI is not just assisting HR, it's actively shaping strategy and culture. It's essential that HR leaders, scholars, and practitioners come together to understand, anticipate, and lead this transformation with wisdom and agility. We are honored to be joined by some of the most distinguished thought leaders in this space who bring with them a wealth of knowledge, global perspectives, and practical insights. Over the course of this conclave, we will hear from academic experts, industry veterans, and leadership coaches who have been at the forefront of these changes. I welcome you to day one of this HR conclave. Please give me a minute. I welcome you to day one of HR conclave. We will begin today's session on a very important theme of application and impact of AI in HR. To share deep insights on this theme, we have none other than Mr. Sriram Iyer, our first and foremost speaker for this conclave. Mr. Sriram Iyer is the Managing Director and Business Head of Team Lee's Digital Global, where he leads the organization's international business expansion. A seasoned HR and business transformation leader with over 25 years of experience, Sriram has worked across Asia and Middle East, notably serving as the head of talent supply chain at Cognizant. In 2019, he founded HR Tech, a Singapore-based headquarters HR technology analyst firm, which later was acquired by Team Lee's Digital, with the mission to accelerate the adoption of technology and data within HR functions. Sriram combines deep domain expertise in HR with a strong grounding in business and technology, having led complex cross-border talent initiatives for global corporations. Academically, he is an adjunct faculty at premier institutions such as National University Singapore Business School, XLRA India, SP Jain Global, and Corn Ferry Academy, where he teaches modules on AI-powered HR, digital transformation, and international HRM. A passionate advocate for workplace transformation, he has led the HR Tech Work Task Force at IHRP Singapore and serves as the president of the National HRDN Network Dubai chapter. He has featured in Economic Times HR World's HR Influencers list, both in the years 2023 and 2024. I warmly welcome you, Sriram Iyer, on behalf of Symbiosis School for Online and Digital Learning. We are deeply grateful for your presence today and we are very excited to hear you. Participants, I warmly welcome you to the HR Conclave. This is an exciting two-day event. Let's listen, lead, and transform ourselves. Thank you once again, and I welcome you, Sriram, and hand over the session to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Parimala. Really appreciate your warm welcome and introduction. It's a pleasure to be talking to all of you. That's over 600 of you right now, and the numbers keep increasing. It's a pleasure to be talking to you, and hats off to your commitment to log in on a Saturday morning to listen to me. As an alumnus of Symbiosis International University, it's really an honor to come back and talk to my fellow students on this important topic, which is really transforming the world of HR. So AI, people keep saying, is in the future. I just want to ensure by the end of this 2-hour conversation that all of you are aware that AI is not in the future. AI is with us right now. I'm going to quickly share my screen. Okay, I'm sure you can see my screen.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. So please feel free to share your questions, comments as we chat, as we present. I'm going to have the chat box open, and Dr. Parimala is also going to help me with the questions. So please feel free to ask your questions. Dr. Parimala has given an overview, but what I want to highlight is this, right? It is very important that each one of us keep upgrading ourselves continuously. Continuous learning is going to be really key for all of us. My first MBA was at Symbiosis 25 years back. My second MBA came about 5 years back. And I expect my third year MBA to probably come up less than 10 years. Right? So the key thing is all of us need to keep going back to campus, and all of us need to keep upgrading ourselves. We need to continuously pursue certifications and enhance our knowledge. I've structured my session into these 3 modules. Number 1, I'm going to give you a context setting of AI, why we need to adopt AI. Second, I'm going to deep dive into AI in HR very, very specifically. And the third, we have to prepare for a future-proof workplace and workforce. In fact, Manish Mishra, who is also a Symbiosis alum, is going to talk to you about future of HR. So he's going to be elaborating more on it. I'm just going to be talking about some of these aspects which he is not covering tomorrow. I want you to use the chat function and respond to this question. Think of a technology tool or concept that was really popular at the start of your career or even a few years back, but is no longer in existence. I'll give you an example. 1999, when I was a student at Symbiosis in Pune, we used to stand outside the public phone booth on Senapati Bapat Road every Sunday after 11 p.m. to call my parents. Because telecom rates were 1/4 after 11 p.m., we would wait and call my parents, and that too once a week. Now, 25 years later, we don't hesitate to call anyone on WeChat, Bottom, WhatsApp, Google Meet, MS Teams, Cisco WebEx, FaceTime, any of these tools. We just don't hesitate to call our friends and family. In fact, a lot of my friends, when they come from India to Dubai, where I currently reside, what happens is people use international roaming calls as if it's a local call. Earlier, if you remember, Chennai was a separate circle, Tamil Nadu was a different circle, Maharashtra was a different circle, Mumbai was a different circle. So if you had to call Mumbai to Pune, it would be a STD, right? But today it's a local call. All of this has happened in the last 25 years. So I want you to tell me one tech tool, right, which was very popular. Devapriya, perfect. Orkut was the predecessor to Facebook. Very, very popular, but no more. MS-DOS, okay. Vishwajit, perfect. DVDs. Remember when I was in college, we used to borrow video cassettes from video parlors, and we would be charged per day basis. So we would watch the same movie 3 times in a day because we had to return it the next day. Now think, you don't even hesitate to watch a movie on OTT anytime. You're not charged, and you can watch it on any of your device. And this has happened in the last 20 years. No more video cassettes, no more audio cassettes, no more CDs, VCDs, DVDs, Blu-ray discs. All of us used to have thumb drives. Now who has thumb drives? Everything is on Drive or OneDrive or a Google Drive. What else? Pager, Summit, perfect. In fact, I was at the campus 2 weeks back. None of the university graduates remembered what a pager was. You know, a pager is a small device which you carry it in your hipster. And if you have to send a message to someone who has a pager, you have to call a call center, tell them the number, tell them the message. The message would then be sent to the pager. Who uses pager anymore? Okay. Yes, Abira, perfect. No more keypads, right? Completely replaced by smartphones. What else? I have Rediff Mail, Yahoo Mail. That's perfect. Camera with reel, Santosh. Yes. Discs, Sheetal. That's what I was talking about. Floppy disk. Remember 5/4 floppy disk, 3.5 floppy disk. And if, in fact, if you touch the magnetic strip in the disk, all your data was erased. A lot of us lost data because we used to have it on the floppy disk. Now, who uses floppy disks? Okay, AutoCAD, Cyber Cafe, exactly. Cyber Cafe is no more there. Rediff, Colodesk, VCR. Yes, Arindol, pen drives, Perfer. Yes, Pahul, Skype is no more. Okay, Shraddha, you're talking about cloud computing. No, I think cloud computing is the in thing right now. So it's no more, it's not outdated. Skype is outdated, definitely, yes. Okay, DVR, cassette, all of these are perfect answers. I see good answers. Okay, Xerox machines, dial-up internet, Sheetal Makecha, perfect. Remember the dial-up internet modem? Now, who uses it anymore? None of us, right? Very good. Tanya Shastri, MS Paint, Nokia 3310, Karan Singh, yes, 3310, 5110. Who uses that anymore? iPod, fantastic, Vaibhav. When I used to be in Cognizant 20 years back, in 2006, all of us got an iPod when the company hit $1 billion. Now, who uses iPod? A radio, all of this. The reason, BlackBerry, perfect, Pranali. That was a response I was waiting for. BlackBerry Messenger. If you had BlackBerry, you were exclusive in the organization. Not just that. No one could access office emails on the phone. Only those who had BlackBerry could access. Now, all of us can access emails on our BlackBerry. Current Blu-ray technology. All of you are spot on. Very good answers. I'm really happy with the responses. I want you to think about it. This is what is called as Amara's law. We tend to overestimate the effect of a technology in the short run and underestimate its effect in the long run, which means what happens is in 2-3 years, a technology is not going to get replaced, but we always overestimate it. Oh, AI is going to replace our jobs and all of those. We overestimate it in the short run. But in the long run, definitely technology has an impact. Look what has happened in 25 years, 20 years. All the technologies that you are talking about is completely been replaced. When I was in Symbiosis in 1999, all our faculty used to use OHPs, overhead projectors. Transparencies were used, and then we used to have markers, permanent markers to write on the slides, and then we would project it. Now, no one uses OHPs anymore. In 20 years, all of this is replaced. I just want to tell you the ubiquitous mobile phone that we use is soon going to get replaced. All of you are talking about smartphones, right? I just want to let you know we will stop using smartphones very soon. Now, can you tell me what will be the next computing device if it's not smartphones? If it's not smartphones, what are we going to be using? VR, watch, tabs, glasses, iPhone. Okay, I'm saying iPhone is going to be out. So Rutvik says specs. Okay. IoT devices, VR, smartwatch. Smartwatch is already in play, right? Neuralinks, yes. Watches, Shreya, maybe smart glasses. Rishi, spot on. Gauri, spot on. Stani, spot on. I'm going to play this video and then you will see what I'm talking about.
This is Orion, our first fully functioning prototype, and if I do say so, the most advanced glasses the world has ever seen.
I have tested a wide range of virtual reality and mixed reality glasses, plus recently some augmented reality ones. And Meta's Orion was the first time that I saw the potential for augmented reality glasses to become the next computing platform. What really distinguished Meta's Orion prototype and the augmented reality category in general from the mixed reality headsets that Apple and Meta have in the market now is that unlike those where you're seeing the world around you through cameras, with Orion you're looking through a crystal display which looks as clear as glass. So it seems a lot more like glasses. Now, the Orion glasses connect to a small computing device about this big that can slide into your pocket and a bracelet that looks like an Apple Watch band. That's to read the electrical signals that pass through your wrist when you're moving your hand.
Oh, that's great.
Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's like a sensor?
Yeah.
Now, they taught me the 4 hand movements to control the augmented reality. This is select, this is home screen, you have scroll up and scroll down. And I was really impressed by how sensitive the wristband was. It wasn't tight at all and it was very lightweight. It picked up all of my controls even when my hand was in my pocket. Now, wearing the glasses, you select objects by looking at them and then you click on an object by pinching your fingers together. When you turn off the home screen, it looks like you're just looking at the room around you. Now, the demos were pretty straightforward. I scanned a QR code with the glasses to set up a game. I then played Pong with an Orion developer.
Wow, nice shot.
I used the glasses to scan a set of ingredients and to get a recipe for a smoothie. And I could use the browser inside the glasses to pull up an interview that I did on CNBC.com.
It looks like I'm looking at a phone screen with 8 different buttons.
As I demoed in Meta's kitchen setup, asking for a recipe, and I saw how you could multitask between Instagram and a phone call, I could imagine wearing these glasses while I was cooking dinner to look at a recipe and also talk to a friend at the same time, all on this new type of computing device, all hands-free. Now I'm curious to see how much lighter these devices get and how they will be priced. Meta told me it's aiming for Orion to be priced like a high-end smartphone.
High-end smartphone is what
Hey you, it's me again. Are you still wondering how much it will cost you to start up a company?
High-end smartphone is what it is going to be priced at. You can now Google for it. Orion glasses are available. So imagine with the glasses, you can do multitasking. You can do social media. You can attend to calls. You can respond to emails simultaneously. And remember, these are not like your VR goggles, which are huge. These are like your smart glasses. So in the classroom, if I have my students wearing it, I don't know if they are even listening to me or whether they are watching social media on their glasses. So what I want you to understand is that very soon the phones will be less and less used. And I have someone, Karan Singh. Karan Singh is talking about implants. Maybe implants is down the line, but this is right now happening at this point of time where this is going to come in. So which means from a HR perspective, people want to do L&D, learning and development on their mobile, on their glasses, performance management on the glasses. Your recruitment is going to happen on glasses. People would want to check their pay slips on glasses. Your entire HR system needs to be ready for the glasses. But what I see is many companies, we still see that they are not even ready on their mobile phones. It's still desktop browser version systems We haven't transitioned yet to glasses, and we haven't yet transitioned to mobile phones, but we have to soon look at glasses. Our HR systems have to be ready for it. So these are things that I want you to understand. Google has been late in the game when it comes to AI. But what is really happening is, in the past few months, they have really done the catch-up game. I'm not sure if you have seen Google VO. Google has launched Google Beam. These are all Google AI Real-Time Studio. And these are all out there for everyone to use. Typical approach of Google. All of you can play around with it. Now, the key thing is, I'm going to showcase to you about Google Beam. Let me play this video and you will see Google Beam is right now available, is now soon going to be available through their partnership with Dell across the world.
My name is Iram. I'm an engineer at Google, and I've been working on Project Starline for a little over a year. Project Starline's mission is to bring people together and make them feel present with each other, even if physically they are miles apart. Our earlier prototype relied on several cameras and sensors to produce a live 3D image of the remote person. In our new prototype, we have developed a breakthrough AI technique that learns to create a person's 3D likeness and image using only a few standard cameras.
I'm Melanie Lowe, and I'm the Global Workplace Design Lead here at Salesforce. You know, you were so used to seeing a two-dimensional little, box, and then we're connecting like this. And that feeling of being in front of a person is now replicated in Starline.
I'm more than happy to be a part of the setup. So I was kind of curious about the collaboration. I was like, is this possible? You felt like someone was right there. Thanks for having me. Yeah, of course.
The first meeting I had on Starline, I said, wow, you've got blue eyes. And this is a person I've been meeting with for a year. Just to see a person in 3D, it was really astounding.
His smile was the same smile, exactly how when I first met him.
Oh, Elaine is in Atlanta, but actually it feels like she's sitting in front of me.
Starline is really about the person you're talking to. All the technology sort of falls by the wayside.
So Google Beam is going to be available soon through the partnership with Dell, which means it's no more 2D conversations. It's 3D conversations that we are talking about. People are saying by 2030, oh, wow, we have 900 people right now. All the 900 of us will probably be holographically beamed out, and we will probably be having an immersive session rather than a webinar, which is 2D. And we are talking about it in the next few years. So which means technology is really catching up. It's all going to be immersive, augmented reality, virtual reality, which is really going to make HR, learning and development, employee engagement much more effective. So which means, but I just want to caution you on one thing. Rahul D'Souza, fantastic. You raised a great point. People's attention span is going to get shorter and shorter. Okay, we need to really keep engaging them. If you don't engage them, people are going to get switched off, right? So engagement is going to be key. How do we engage our employees and candidates much better? Now, what I want you to also understand is privacy is going to be a huge issue. Meta's Orion Glasses has got multiple cameras. Google Beam has got multiple cameras with AI giving you the 3D precision. It's going to be cameras and cameras, so privacy is going to be a huge issue. We will talk about it later. I want to make sure that I talk about a couple of things, right? In this 1.5 hour session, I'm going to be focusing on AI impact. I'm not talking much about security and privacy, which are really important. But for that, we need a one-day workshop. Right now, I'm just going to be talking about the impact of AI in HR. Just wanted to caution you on that because I know people will say, hey, you didn't talk about privacy and security. Those are important aspects, but we have limited time today. Okay, Sheetal, I keep seeing you have mentioned that you are not able to see the video. I think others are able to see the video, Sheetal. You might just want to check why you're not able to view it. Absolutely, Shobhat. Privacy is going to take a hit. We really need to be watchful. Okay? Everything you see, the request from the hiring teams, request from the leadership is changing. For example, earlier, they would come to the recruitment team and say, hey, I need to recruit a Java developer. Go ahead and do it. Today, the business is coming to HR and asking us, hey, what kind of skill set should I be hiring to meet my business objectives? Because skills are changing fast. Business teams also do not know what kind of skill sets they should be hiring. They just know what is the business objective. They are now coming to the TA teams. Recruitment teams cannot be just doing hiring. They need to know what kind of skill sets that the organization needs, what kind of skill sets that the business team needs, and help them hire folks accordingly. Earlier, candidates would come and ask you, hey, what are the benefits in the company, right? But now, hiring team managers are coming and asking you, candidates are saying, hey, I want comp and benefit customized for me. I want compensation and benefits personalized for me. We are working with a startup in US, which is making 3 different offers to the same candidate. The first offer is a high fixed and a low variable. The second offer that they make is a low fixed and a high variable. The third offer is a full long-term incentive plan. They're telling the candidate, now choose the offer that you want. But what are we doing? Most of Asia, we are still asking candidates, hey, what is your current compensation? What is your expected compensation? We are negotiating. What the world is moving towards is people want choices and options. You need to give them choices and options and not stick to the old gameplay of still saying, what is your current comp? I will give you 3%. I'll give you 5% above it. That's all old aspects we need to really modify. Earlier, when someone resigns, the manager would come and tell the HR team, hey, retain this person. But today, what is HR's role? HR's role is becoming more proactive. We need to identify early warning signals. We need to identify people who are at the risk of quitting and proactively retain them. That is HR's role. No more retain people after they have quit. We have to use big data. We have to use multiple data points that we have available to identify people who are at the risk of leaving the organization and proactively retain them. That is HR's role. Okay, so HR is no more reactive role. HR has to become very, very proactive. L&D again. Earlier, hiring managers would come to the L&D team. Hey, what courses do you have? Can you share with me all the courses? Now they are asking the L&D team, hey, can you tell me what my team needs to learn over the next 3 years? So L&D is no more just operational. L&D has to start thinking about the future, talking about the various skills, and then plan for things accordingly. Every function within HR is changing. Recruitment is changing, C&B is changing, attrition is changing, learning and development, every aspect is fast changing. Okay, now what I want you to do is this. It is important before we talk about AI and HR, you need to talk about something more important. I want you to understand AI for driving our individual productivity. Now, can someone tell me on the chat, what is jobs redesign? Can you tell me what is jobs redesign? So let me just have a sip of water. Just give me a minute. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Jobs redesign is restructuring the job. Okay. Very good. Enhanced job satisfaction to reduce turnover. Good attempt, Saurav. To better align with business needs and employee skills. Good attempt, Karan. Probably to find better alternative who's able to do the same work in more efficient way. Not exactly Yash, but almost there. Kiran, maintaining work-life balance. No, we are talking about what is jobs redesign, right? Meet the candidate, ask the candidate, give the 200% to redesign the company structure. Okay, restructuring, rotation, restructuring. Okay, Muskan says to improve employee satisfaction and performance, rearranging responsibilities as per skill set. Abhishek, I think you've got it, Abhishek. Shreya Kale, yes. What exactly jobs redesign is to take up your particular job or any job, break it down into various tasks. Which task can be done by AI? Which task can be done by humans? Which task can be done by AI and humans? That is jobs redesign. Okay, and that is what we are attempting to do. Okay, so what I did was reallocating tasks. Very good, all of you are right. Basically, jobs redesign is taking the particular job, break it down into various tasks, identify which job can be done by AI, which job can be done by humans, which task can be done by both AI and humans put together. Okay, now let's look at, so what I did was, I said, how do I improve my productivity first? Let's leave out improving productivity of HR. So I broke down my job into various tasks and said that how can I use AI more efficiently? Okay, just 1 minute. And I'll show to you how I've done it. First, I have to watch a lot of videos, essentially. Some of the videos are half an hour, some of the videos are 2 hours long. And sometimes, because I have to keep showing videos to my students to keep them engaged. And some videos I watch for 2 hours and then realize, why did I even watch this video? Okay, it's so not effective. Now, what I did was, I use ChatGPT for YouTube. Today, when I watch this video, for example, Meta's Orion glasses, the entire transcript, if you can see on my screen, is available of the video. Entire transcript of the video. I go to summary. The entire summary of the video is available, which means I don't have to watch 30 minutes of this video. I essentially do check the transcript and the summary, and my job is done. And what has happened is, this essentially has increased my productivity dramatically. I don't have to watch the videos. By leveraging AI, I can see how effective the video is and get it done. Okay, so this was the first step, right, for me to start doing how AI can drive my productivity. Number 2, has anyone used Gamma or Pop AI to create presentations? Okay, Anirudh, Devapriya, okay, Ayush, very good. Good to see all of you are experimenting. Okay, great. PowerPoint presentations are really important, right? And it takes a lot of our time. Okay, now what has happened is, sorry, 1 minute. Now, what has happened is, I create a PowerPoint. I create a prompt here in Pop AI. I say, I want to create a PowerPoint presentation on maximizing employee engagement. The first section should introduce the concept of employee engagement, highlighting its importance. The second section should talk about the strategies. The third section should provide a conclusion. So I provide all of this in a detailed prompt. And then Pop AI gives me the summary. It says, this is section 1, as you asked, section 2, section 3, right? And it gives me even the sources. And it tells me, are you okay with it? Now, I say it's okay. And then the entire presentation gets created. and the entire presentation gets created in just in 30 seconds. Now, is it the best of presentation? Not exactly. But is 75% of my job done? Yes. So what has happened is 75% of my productivity has gone up. I need to fine tune the presentation. I need to change, add my thoughts. I need to change the images, and everything is done. So this is increasing my productivity. And this is how I want all of you to focus on. How can you leverage AI to drive your individual productivity? Now, the third aspect is this. I know all of us have to create images, right? We use multiple tools for this. I use designer.microsoft.com. For example, if I have to create this image, I say a biracial toddler with wavy hair sitting on her mother's lap in a 35 photorealistic style. The middle-aged African-American mother is sitting cross-legged on the floor, wearing a warm green cardigan, yellow shirt, and has short, closely cropped hair. What happens is this image gets created. Now, all you can understand is it is very important to create the right prompt. There are now tools available to write a prompt, right? To write better prompts. But I want you to really start understanding how to create a prompt. So today I don't need 10 designers. I don't need 10 graphic designers. I need 2 graphic designers who can effectively use AI to create some images. Okay. And you can create all of these images. So for your employees, for your candidates, now images can be customized. Okay. I pause there. I want to check. The comments. Any feedback that you have so far? Okay. I see a lot of thumbs up and any other thoughts, Saurav? Okay, advancing technology. Okay. Okay, structure for prompt writing. Karan, I'm going to be talking about this. Okay, how do we use ChatGPT for YouTube? There is actually a tool called ChatGPT for YouTube or YouTube transcript. All of these are available. Okay, it's a very thing to me. Okay, fantastic. Just give me 1 minute, sorry. Sorry, okay. All of these tools that I'm talking to you are free tools or freemium tools. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to talk to you about this is a live conversation. So we do a lot of events and we want to see how do we engage with people before they come for our events. So we do this event engagement. As Dr. Parimala mentioned, I am the president of the NHRDM Dubai chapter. So we had an automated bot and we use this bot to call up our members to remind them about our events. So our event participation rates have gone up substantially. I want to play this live conversation. People say AI does not have empathy and AI cannot have the sympathy aspect which humans have. I want to play this audio and then let's see if AI has empathy or not.
Hi there. This is Ria, an AI assistant from NHRDN Dubai chapter. Thank you for registering for our Jan month meetup. How are you doing today?
Good, but you're calling me from the US?
Oh, not at all. I'm just an AI assistant, so I don't have a physical location. I'm here to remind you about the Jan month meetup happening tomorrow. The event is at the Radisson Blu Dubai Canal View in business.
Please reshare your screen. Please reshare your screen.
Okay. I'm just sharing the audio.
Note, there are 2 Radisson Blue properties in the area, so make sure.
So let me play the audio again. This is
Hi
just
there.
an audio, no
This
video.
is Ria, an AI assistant
This
from
is just
NHRDN
an audio,
Dubai
so
chapter.
not a problem.
Thank you
It's
for
fine.
registering for our Jan month meetup. How are you doing today?
Good, but you're calling me from the US?
Oh, not at all. I'm just an AI assistant, so I don't have a physical location. I'm here to remind you about the Jan month meetup happening tomorrow. The event is at the Radisson Blue Dubai Canal View in Business Bay. Just a quick note, there are 2 Radisson Blue properties in the area, so make sure to head to the right one. Will you be able to join us?
I'm not quite sure, yeah, because I know I've registered for it, but I'm just under the weather. I just returned back. So I'm not quite sure, depending on how my, doctor,
Oh, I completely
most
understand.
likely it would be no because of health issues. Yeah, because yeah.
Understand. Your health comes first, and it's important to take care of yourself. If you're not feeling up to it, that's totally okay. If you do feel better and decide to join us, we'd love to have you. Just let us know if anything changes so we can plan accordingly. Is there anything else you'd like to know about the event?
No, that's it. I mean, I don't want to pass on the flu to my fellow colleagues, hence I mostly will avoid it for tomorrow.
That's very thoughtful of you, and I'm sure everyone will appreciate your consideration. I hope you feel much better soon. If there's anything else you need or if you'd like updates on future events, don't hesitate to reach out. Take care and rest up. Goodbye for now.
Sure. Thank you.
So that's a very good point that Devapriya has raised, saying that human beings would like to talk to human beings. Yes, but what is happening in the West is that there are a lot of people, senior citizens who are lonely, and AI is now acting as a companion. So in some of these cases, we had to call 200 members immediately. So what we did, we had an AI quickly call them up. And I want to highlight one aspect here. We always think that people don't want to speak to AI. In the recruitment scenario, we now feel candidates are much more open to talking to AI because recruiters don't have time. HR does not have lot of time. They have to do multiple things. But AI is able to speak in multiple languages, can converse, make things easier. So what is happening is AI is becoming smarter and smarter, getting a lot more empathy aspects, and is able to engage. See, remember earlier we used to have banks. When you call up bank, press 1 for savings bank, press 2 for current account, so on and so forth. Now, very soon you will just pick up the phone and you will be able to speak, which means you don't have to wait. So call centers are starting to leverage AI. So these are things that I am using to help improve my productivity. So I use it for my videos, I use it for presentations, I use it for images, I use it for our events. Now, do all of you use Grammarly? Any of you use Grammarly? Or do you use Chat GPT to write your emails? George Burson calls it as in the flow of work. So when you do something, it has to be in the flow of work. Essentially, if you ask people to move out of their flow of work, they are not going to do it. So which means when you are working on MS Teams or MS Outlook, everything has to be integrated. So for example, Grammarly is integrated into my Outlook, into my WhatsApp, into my LinkedIn, every writing platform. So I have to write an email to retain Ahmed, who has tendered his resignation. I click here and the entire email gets written. Okay. And then I say, make it enthusiastic, and it immediately changes into enthusiastic. If I say, hey, formal, it changes into formal right now. And many of people say, hey, it's AI writing. You can create your own style. You tell Grammarly, this is how I write. You tell AI, this is how I write. Train it, and it understands how you write, and it will start writing emails like how you do. That is how you train AI to do this, right? So, for example, my emails are becoming more like me. So, which means what people are saying is, with agentic AI coming in right now, agentic AI is able to see your mails, highlight to you which are the priority emails that you need to respond to. I was away on vacation for 3 days. I had 400 emails. Now, agentic AI can quickly tell me which are the priority emails that I need to respond to, and I can respond to them. So AI helps increase my productivity. Okay, I'm very happy to see that a lot of you are using tools like Grok, Help Desk. Fantastic. So the more tools you experiment with, it really helps. So I'm using AI for all of this. I'm sure you can use AI for all of your aspects that that is essential. Now I want to bring about a most important thing. We create a lot of videos for our clients. Sometimes our employees of clients, you need to create videos. Let me play this video, and I will tell you something about it. Okay, that is just a sample video to let you know. This video was created without any spot boy, without any light boy, without any makeup artist, no cinematographer, no editors, just Gen 4 Alpha, text to alpha. So it means there is someone who knows creativity, uses text to essentially create this, right? Imagine the entire film industry is getting hugely benefited with AI. Now, AI can make it more robust and probably less cost effective also. So what we did was, for our client here, okay, so for our client here, we said, hey, you created an image, you created an image, and then we put it in Runway ML, and it creates a 5-second video instantly. This is just a sample thing that I want to showcase to you, how just an image can become a video in just 5 seconds, right? So when we try to see, the possibilities are quite immense. So today AI is helping a lot of hotels in Mauritius, their kitchen staff, their chefs, in designing custom recipes and things like that. So which means now we are able to create videos at much cost effective aspect. I'm not sure if you have seen this news item just a couple of days back, how a large online shopping platform in India used an agency to essentially design custom videos in hundreds of thousands to help attract the right customer. So Myntra or a Flipkart will now have custom videos generated for the customers. So we are able to do this. Why can't we do this for our candidates? Why can't we do this for employees? So which means, customization and personalization will really make it ready. So once I have seen your question on the prompting thing, I can help you on that. Please do connect with me later. Okay, Shobit, very good point on perplexity. I use ChatGPT, but I'm not endorsing ChatGPT. Whether it is ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Claude, Perplexity, use any of these tools, play around with it, and then you know which one works best for everything. Okay. Saurav has a great question. Is the candidate's professional or personal data at risk if we upload their CVs on ChatGPT? Absolutely yes. Especially when you're using a free version. Absolutely yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Has anyone here used napkin.ai? Can I see some responses? Have you used napkin.ai? Devapriya, yes. Sarthak, no. Himanshu, no. Raki. Okay, fantastic. Makes my job easier. Okay. Napkin is a tool. So for example, I had this best practices for a hiring interview. So I have a huge text document, which is boring. Now I want to create visuals and infographics. Okay. Now what do? I use Napkin. Napkin essentially in exactly 2 minutes can create visual infographics for each of my text. So how to create a comfortable environment. Choose a quiet location, be welcoming, ensure accessibility. I ask Napkin to create it. In just 30 seconds, Napkin creates an infographic out of it. So you don't need to spend time to create infographics. Napkin.ai can do it instantly. So in all my presentations today, I don't spend time creating those images. Napkin helps me make my boring text really brighter. Okay. Okay, so this is how it really makes my job on visualization. Finally, I want to show this. All of us use Microsoft Copilot extensively. And this is how a full Copilot aspect will look like.
Introducing Microsoft 365 Copilot, your Copilot for work. Copilot combines the power of large language models with your data in the Microsoft Graph and the Microsoft 365 apps to turn your words into the most powerful productivity tool on the planet.
Is coming to life in the products millions of people use and rely on every day. Let's see how Copilot can use your customer notes in OneNote as well as another internal document. Copilot quickly creates a first draft. You can turn your Word document into a PowerPoint presentation that you can hone and polish. Let's jump into Copilot in Excel. You start by asking Copilot to analyze the data and give you 3 key trends. Within seconds, you've got what you need. Triage your inbox, highlighting the most important emails to prioritize. You can draft a reply using data from an Excel file, and Copilot will generate a reply for you.
The real magic of Copilot happens during a live meeting. You can ask Copilot to summarize what's happened so far. You can see who said what points were made. You can follow a meeting and catch up to see what you missed, even if you can't attend.
I want to show you an entirely new standalone experience. Business Chat works across all your emails, files, meetings, chats, documents, calendar, and more to turn all your data into knowledge.
Now let's imagine you're working on your business strategy. You ask Copilot to pull up quarterly projections and identify related risks. Copilot gives you key data points and flags potential issues.
We're deeply committed to listening, learning, and adapting with speed to help create a brighter future of work for everyone with AI.
Okay, so when Copilot, you have a full-fledged license, this is how it can really help end-to-end. So I have someone here who asked me this question saying, was this PPT created by AI? No, this PPT is not created by AI. It was created by me completely. Okay. I had someone ask me, hey, if the same project work is given to everyone, and if everyone uses the same, how do we ensure you get different outputs? Well, for students, I would suggest use AI as a tool and not completely. So today when I administer case studies in the class, everyone uploads the case study to ChatGPT and answer. People are not really leveraging analytical skills to analyze the case study. They're having AI do the case study. So use AI as a tool, but we seem to be completely get dependent on it. That's one. Second, prompts make the huge difference. I'm going to be talking to you about how do we write a prompt. Okay, so this is how I have leveraged ChatGPT AI to improve my personal productivity. I want each one of you to do your own jobs redesign. break up your job into multiple tasks and see how AI can help you in each of these tasks. So that way your productivity essentially goes up. So can I have a confirmation from all of you that you will start leveraging AI a lot more to enhance your productivity? Yes, thank you, Ashutosh. Thank you, Vaisak, 100%. Oh, very good to see this response. Yeah, I mean, you have to be experimentative. When I talk to a lot of people, they say, hey, ChatGPT Perplexity is blocked in my office laptop. I always tell them, digital mindset is all about playing around, right? All of us have a personal laptop. All of us have a mobile phone. What stops us from using AI to see what AI can do? How do we improve our prompts? So on and so forth. Okay, now let's talk about AI in HR. Okay, now that you know what AI can do, let's talk about AI in HR. Before I talk about AI in HR, I want you to understand this. AI is essentially any computer algorithm or system that can help replace or mimic human actions and reactions. Very simple. AI has been there for many, many decades. AI is not something new. Siri is an AI. Google Maps is an AI. So AI is something that has always been there. It perceives through multiple sensors. It analyzes and then acts. So your driverless car is an AI, right? It uses lidar, sonar, microphone, multiple aspects, detects the distance, detects objects, and then drives, right? So it is an AI. So machine learning is a subset of AI, right? Where, as the name suggests, the machine learns on its own. So the more you train the machine, the better it becomes because it understands how to do things on its own. Deep learning okay. Ravinder, I don't know if you have a WhatsApp group for MBA 2025. Okay. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning where it's it's like a human brain where there are multiple layers of interconnected nodes that can essentially identify complex data patterns and make decisions. So deep learning is a subset of machine learning. Generative AI is a type of deep learning model that can generate new content. To put it simply, till now, AI cannot generate new content. With generative AI, AI can generate new content, which was not possible till now. Okay. And generative AI, this large language models are trained on petabytes of data. What is a petabyte? 1 gigabyte of text contains 148 million words. 1 petabyte is 1 million gigabyte. So 1 million into 148 million, that's the kind of trained these LLMs are. They're trained on multiple petabytes of data. Okay. So what happens is if you ask pure play computer scientists, they will say, hey, AI is nothing, generative AI is nothing, it's only statistical probability. Absolutely, yes. It's all about statistical probability. So it guesses the next word, it guesses the next response based on what you're asking. The more you train the system, statistical probability increases. So which means output becomes better. So when you work with generative AI, it's all about how you train the AI. It might not give you the best results first response. You will have to train it to give you best response. Arindam Chakraborty, perfect. Deep learning is a neural network. Absolutely. Okay. Now, before I talk about AI in HR, this is what I want you to understand. This is prompting 101. When you want to write a prompt, first talk about your role. I'm a CHRO, I'm a HR business partner, I'm a recruiter, I'm a HR intern, I'm a HR generalist, I'm a total reward specialist. Please specify the role very, very clearly. Then the context. Why are you writing this prompt? We are hiring, we are retrenching, we need to increase compliance, we need to enhance employee experience, so on and so forth. That is the context. Next, action. You have to write, summarize, share, brainstorm, reformat. If you want AI to explain things to you, use teach me. It's a great action. Then tone. Do you want it to write a persuasive email or a friendly PowerPoint presentation or an informal image or a poetic letter? Specify the tone. AI understands better if you give it an example. This is the job description that we use. Can you create a job description like this? It understands better. What kind of output do you want? Do you want a blog? Do you want a LinkedIn post? Do you want a tweet? If you say LinkedIn post, it will give you emojis accordingly. If you write a blog, it will stick to the word. It will stick to a blog conscript. So it specifically writes things based on what output do you want and the format. Do you want a paragraph? Do you want 3 paragraphs? Do you want bullet points? So usually when I see people saying, "Hey, ChatGPT, Perplexity gives me bad responses," I always tell them, remember Gigo and Tito, garbage in, garbage out, trash in, trash out. When you give the right input, you get the right output. So remember the RCA TEOA format to write prompts and you will get great outputs. Okay. Yes, Shivani, AI is designed to follow commands and adapt to your specific needs. Absolutely. Exactly, Rajat. ChatGPT is like a new kid, it's like a fresher. You've got to train. We don't have patience to train freshers. We don't have patience to train interns. We don't have patience to train AI. We want quick results. That's not going to happen. You have to spend time, master the skills, master prompting, master how to train AI, and you will get fantastic response. Okay, now look at application of AI in HR. Okay, I've used ChatGPT because that's the commonly used tool. But please go ahead and you can use any of these tools to come up with it. Now, first thing is, how do we write a job description? And I know many of you will think, hey, I know how to write a job description. It's so simple. You just have to say, write a JD, and that's it. It will write a JD, right? Wrong. That's not the way to write a JD. For example, I use the RCA TEOA format. I say, as the head of talent acquisition at TechFin, if you don't want to name the company, that's okay. You just say, as the head of talent acquisition of a Mumbai-based fintech startup with 150 employees, I am in search of an experienced product manager who specializes in FX and remittances. So I am going to be writing a job description for a product manager for FX and remittances. So I say, what is the ideal candidate? Most important thing, I don't specify years of experience. What I do ask ChatGPT is, write a detailed JD, word limit 500 words with detailed bullet points about roles and responsibilities, skills required, potential career path, and KPIs. Please provide the requirements and years of experience based on appropriate market data. Please also share the market salary benchmarks. So you can use Conferry data, you can use Mercer salary data, but I know many companies will use Glassdoor or similar tools. I use ChatGPT to do that. So it creates a job description. It says department, it says reports to head of product. Look at this. It tells me years of experience. It searches and finds that fintech startups with about 150 employees in Mumbai, typically they hire product managers with 6 to 10 years experience. Okay. It does this market search and tells you. It tells you this is the compensation range. It gives you all of these details. It gives you all of this, including the salary and this. Now, what I do here is, I just change. Instead of a startup, I say, I am an MNC with 5,000 employees. Okay. So remember, my role remains the same. The context changes in the RCA TEOA format. The context changes because it's no more a startup. It's a MNC with 5,000 employees. Dr. Parimala, are you able to hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, Avdesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Sure. Suddenly, I didn't see any response, so I was trying to figure out if I had lost.
Your voice is clear and loud, so no problem, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, yes. So, I changed the context from fintech startup to MNC with 5,000 employees. Automatically, reporting structure changes. Instead of 6 to 8, it says 8 to 12 years experience with 4+ years in Forex remittances. So, it realizes, it does a search and very clearly says, those who, if you are an MNC, then you need to have 8 to 12 years experience. The compensation level changes, everything acts differently. So they say the monthly CTC is 3.25 to 3.75, 39 lakhs to, so the entire thing changes. So what it means is you need to know how to leverage ChatGPT better, how to leverage AI better to write something as simple as a job description. Okay, I want to just check the feedback that we have. Okay, Gauri, I'm a senior recruiter. I would suggest you go for ChatGPT, compile the same by uploading both your CV and JD. Okay, can you go back to previous slide for 30 seconds? Okay, previous second. Sarthak, is this the slide that you want? Okay, Sarthak, your 30 seconds is over. So I go on, right? So this is the job description. Okay, this is the first step in application of AI in HR, right? The next step is resume screening. Okay, I'm missing a lot of steps because in the interest of time. Just yesterday in Dubai, we had a session where we talked about generative AI for talent acquisition. So there were a room full of recruiters. We said how how AI can help you in writing job description, in employer branding, in sourcing, in writing Boolean scripts, in resume screening, in interviewing. So we deep dive into recruitment, but this is Gen AI and HR. In the interest of time, I'm just skipping a lot of steps in between. Okay, Santosh, very good question on generative AI and agentic AI. I'm going to come back to you. Okay, I will explain this to you before we sign off for sure. So Santosh, thank you for talking about it. In resume screening, okay, I want to make it very clear. Do not put candidate personal data, private data in any of the LLMs. It's a privacy issue. So you have to integrate LLMs to your internal applicant tracking systems to make this. So am I very clear about it? You do not put candidate personal data, employee personal data, privacy data in any of the LLMs. Your role is to ensure you adopt APIs of these LLMs, integrate it with your existing systems to make them smarter. But for explaining to you, I'm just using ChatGPT today. Okay, Pooja, LLM is large language model. Okay, essentially LLMs are what powers generative AI. So your ChatGPT 3040 is a LLM. So Meta's Llama, large language Meta, is an LLM. Google's Gemini is an LLM. Just to simplify the entire thing, Pooja. Okay, perfect. Now what I do is I say, as the head of talent acquisition, I'm looking for an experienced product manager. I upload the job description, and then I have 3 resumes that I have sourced. The resumes are all dummy resumes, doesn't have any personal information of candidates. I upload it to ChatGPT. Okay, you can upload 50 resumes, you can upload 100 resumes. ChatGPT compares the job description to the resume and tells me, okay, these are the skills, this is the experience, this is my assessment of the profile, this is the fitment score, this is the fitment score, this is the fitment score of the third candidate, and gives you final ranking. Now, if you are able to train AI to say, hey, these are the type of candidates that we usually hire, these are the type of candidates that we have hired in the past, then it understands better and does screening better. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay, so Shreya, I'm explaining it to you again. I uploaded the job description, I uploaded the resumes, I asked ChatGPT, use the JD, compare it against the resumes, and then tell me rank the resumes. And it ranks the resumes. But when you train your applicant tracking system AI to say, hey, these are the type of candidates I want, these are the candidates whom we have hired in the past. AI, it's all about machine learning, right? It understands, okay, these are the type of candidates that this company hires. So your shortlisting process, it understands better and provides you better responses. Okay, what prompt should I write? This is the prompt that you should write. Essentially, your prompt should use the RCATEOF format, Kundan. you should be very clear about what your objective is and write it in the RCA TOF format. It does it. So it does resume screening. Okay. I'm going to show to you one interesting aspect, right? I have today on the screen, this is a type of conversational AI chatbot that I have created in 1 minute. Let me play this.
I'm Rohan, your AI interviewer for the full stack developer role. I hope you're ready to begin. Let's start with a few general questions and then move to technical.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Great. Let's begin with some questions related to Java, as it's a fundamental part of many full stack development roles. To start, could you explain the concept of object-oriented programming OOP in Java and how it is implemented?
Oh, sorry, Rohan. I don't know the answer.
No problem at all. Let's simplify it a bit. Can you describe what an object is in Java and how it relates to classes?
Okay, so that was a quick example to tell you how you can create AI to do interviewing. So for example, I use Wappy.ai. Let me do. Okay, the sound is too low. Okay, really sorry about it. Let me try its maximum volume. Okay, so this is how I create a voice assistant. Okay, I use a tool. This is Rohan. I say, assistant speaks first. I am Rohan, your AI interviewer for the full stack developer role. I write the prompt. I upload the job description here. And essentially it creates the bot. And then I have this link here. I copy paste this link and then send it to my candidate. This is how the candidate gets, and the interviewer, AI interviewer is ready. You can create your own AI interviewer in just about a minute. Okay, this is how simple it is. So that's why you will see a lot more AI interviewing happening really fast, very, very soon. Okay. How we get response from it to HR. Okay, great. So essentially, this is how you do it. I want to show to you something else, right? What I will do is this. You know, has any of you used ChatGPT voice for interaction for interviewing? Vedanti, Sheetal, Saurav, Vansh, Abhishek. Okay. Have you used it for interviewing? Okay, let me do a quick demo of it for all those who have not seen it, right? Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. How can I help you today?
Okay, so we are right now doing a role play in front of about 900 to 950 MBA graduates and graduates who are listening to us to see how AI can be used in interviewing. So I am the candidate and you are the CHRO who's interviewing me for the role of a HR manager, right? So can we do this role play? And we probably need to keep changing the language. Can we start the role play?
Absolutely, that sounds like a great idea. I'm happy to play the CHRO. We can start with English and then switch languages as we go. Let's begin. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and your experience?
Perfect. Thank you very much. I mean, I have about 25 years of HR experience. First 12 years in India, subsequent 12 years in Singapore, and the last 3 years in Dubai. I've been working on multiple complex cross-border HR projects and leading various consulting assignments.
That's quite impressive. It sounds like you have a wealth of experience across different regions. I'm curious, how do you approach leading cross-border teams and what strategies have you found effective?
Okay, आप हिंदी में वो क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं क्या?
जरूर, मैं हिंदी में पूछ सकता हूँ। आप अलग-अलग देशों की टीम्स को लीड करने के लिए किस तरीके अपनाते हैं और कौन सी रणनीतियां आपको सबसे ज्यादा प्रभावी लगी है?
मेरा हिंदी उतना अच्छा नहीं होगा, सो मैं मैक्सिमम ट्राई करता हूँ हिंदी में बात करने के लिए। जब भी हम मल्टीकल्चरल टीम्स के साथ काम करते हैं तो एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट डालना पड़ता है कल्चरल इंटीग्रेशन के लिए। मेरा फोकस है हम कैसे कल्चर को अंडरस्टैंड करने के बाद उनके साथ काम कर सकते हैं, वही मेरा फोकस है।
आपका प्रयास बहुत सराहनीय है और यही समझ और इंटीग्रेशन वाकई में टीम को मजबूत बनाता है। मुझे यकीन है कि आपकी ये रणनीति बहुत कारगर साबित हुई होगी।
இந்த क्वेश्चन நீங்க தமிழ்ல கேட்க முடியுமா?
கண்டிப்பாக, நான் தமிழ்லையும் கேட்கிறேன். பல்வேறு கலாச்சார குழுக்களை நீங்கள் எப்படி வழிநடத்துகிறீர்கள் மற்றும் எந்த நெறிமுறைகள் உங்களுக்கு மிகவும் பயனுள்ளதாக இருந்தது?
மத்த மொழிகள் பேசும்போது okay, so that's it. I just wanted to quickly, it's a quick and dirty demo of how AI interviewing can happen, right, in multiple languages. Okay, I had Sushil ask a question. So Sushil, I had Sushil's question here somewhere. I wanted to answer that. Okay, this is only helpful to hire maximum level 1 hires. Sushil, I just want to let you know we are using AI to hire Azure architects, AI engineers, CHROs. As I mentioned, Sushil, the more you train AI, the smarter it becomes. So it's all about training. Okay, and Kiran, a great point. Humans cannot be replaced for interviews anytime. What I just want to highlight is you are absolutely right. Imagine a recruiter, Kiran. A recruiter can speak to a maximum 3 candidates in an hour or 4 candidates in an hour. In a day, they can speak to maximum 30 candidates, right? And so what happens is a candidate is not able to spend time with recruiters. I mean, with the candidates. They have to be really fast. But AI can spend time. In a minute, it can call thousands of candidates. It can speak in multiple languages. So which means it can do first level interview, second level interview. Humans can step in for the final selection interview. Look at how much bandwidth is saved for humans, right? They don't have to spend a lot of effort. So while you're absolutely right, humans cannot be replaced anytime. But we are seeing candidates are also happy to speak to AI because the interactions are much better. Okay, so this is just to just a simple sample. If you now have your own AI, if you train your AI, it can really help do all of the interviews in whatever languages, in whatever skills, whatever roles you want. It's all about training your AI. Do not deploy. I want to make it very clear. Do not deploy any technology without testing and training. The big mistake that we all make is we do deploy tech without testing, training the AI, which is going to be really important and critical. Okay, that's how I do interviewing, right? You can do interviewing with bots, with AI interviewing tools. I want to show to you how AI can help in onboarding. Now, on the screen, you see is the new age offer letter that is customized and sent to employees. Okay, yeah, Madhuresh is there. Madhuresh is saying that he had this first round interview with AI. Okay, okay, Saurav, don't worry, Saurav. It will not cost your job. We have to start embracing AI. The more we fear AI, the it only disrupts us. The faster we embrace AI, we'll be much, much better off, right? And see, look, you can do right now as a recruiter maybe 5 offers a month. With AI, you can do 15 offers a month, 20 offers a month. So you're actually becoming irreplaceable for the company. So that's how you should look at it. Okay, thank you, Saurav. Now, this is the offer letter that is sent. right? This is the message from the recruitment head. I'm going to showcase to you something about where generative AI is used, the benefits and perks, the leaders, then culture, and then the offer letter is embedded here, and employees can accept, decline, or download the offer. Okay. Now, what happens is this. So Shobit, digital offer today, you see DocuSign, you see Adobe Sign, all digital signatures with timestamps are getting recognized as valid proof. Yeah. Okay. So for example, let me play this video. This is an offer to Gopalakrishnan.
Congratulations, Gopalakrishnan. I'm excited to make an offer to you to join.
Okay. This is the offer to Krishna Kumari. Okay.
Congratulations, Krishna Kumari. I'm excited to make an offer to you to join Ripple.
I showed to you how generative AI can be used for creating videos. Now the video helps in creating custom videos for the candidates. Every candidate gets a custom video, customized offer, custom email, and look how happy will the candidates be. And why will they reject your offer? Why will they turn down your offer? It is all about engagement and creating that right experience. With generative AI, you can create that right experience and engagement for candidates and for employees too. And that is where I'm requesting AI, HR and TA teams, embrace AI to make things customized and personalized for candidates. Every candidate likes personalization, customization, and our Spotify feed is customized. Our LinkedIn feed is customized. So why not we have AI to help create that custom experience for candidates? Okay. Now I want to show to you how you can create, how companies are creating chat bots to help their employees in onboarding. So I will show to you how you can use a tool called ChatGPT. So this is the chat bot that is created, and this is sent to the employee on day one. Employees need to know what are the employees need to know what is the work timing, and it says this is the company's work timing. Okay, what is the dress code? This is the dress code. Okay, what are the leave benefits? These are the leave benefits. Okay, if I ask something like, do you have work from home policy? I'm sorry, but I do not have information. The employee handbook does not have information about it. So it says reach out to HR. Okay. Saurav, fantastic questions on these. I will be very happy to answer to you. I will share with you my contact details at the end. Feel free to connect to me and I'll be happy to answer your questions on some of these. Yes, Shobit, absolutely right. Generative AI was used to create the campaigns that Cadbury's are used. Now, this is how I created the chatbot. I go to Easy Peasy, I create bots, I go to this platform, I say edit, okay? I put details about the bot, I keep the temperature at 0.2 so that it does not hallucinate. You are a friendly employee onboarding bot, all of those. Then I upload the employee handbook. It doesn't have any confidential data. Anyways, this is only for internal employees. So I upload the employee handbook data. Then I go to embedding. What happens is I get the public URL. I can embed this URL in our intranet, in our internet, and the bot is ready to be deployed. So the bot gets deployed and it can get answered your question. So it's very easy. So in fact, when we do our one-day workshops, we tell how you can create your virtual assistant. I saw someone talking about Notebook LM. Has someone used Notebook LM? Put in the chat if you have used Notebook LM. Sarthak, very good. Okay. Okay, if you have not used Notebook LM, I suggest please go ahead and try notebooklm.google.com. Okay, it can be your great personal virtual assistant completely. Okay, this is how I create the onboarding document. Now I want to do sentiment analysis. Earlier, if you are a data scientist only, you could do, if you have strong statistics and analytics knowledge, you could do sentiment analysis. What I did was I had a employee survey data. I uploaded the employee survey data. Okay. And then I use a tool called Julius. Now, what Julius does is it makes a concise look at the data. Then it says, it provides me the standard statistical results. What is the mean? What is the standard deviation? And then it gives me what is the average engagement score. So it interprets the score and tells me what are the key takeaways. Okay. It gives me various visualizations. It gives me word cloud. It gives me visualizations that typically you get from a Tableau or a Power BI. For every question, it can give me visualization. I can say, give me a pie chart. It will give me a pie chart. Then it interprets the results. So what are the strengths? What are the pain points? What should I do? I should launch regular growth conversations. I should install lightweight weekly feedback. So it analyzes the results and gives me feedback. So it does analysis, it does visualization, it does recommendations. HR's role is to go and implement the recommendations. So typically today, employees always complain. I give feedback to HR. I have responded to various employee surveys, but no action is taken, right? Now, what we need to do is AI can help us do analysis, can do visualization, can give us statistical information, can give us recommendations. We have to go ahead and implement it. Okay. Saurav, absolutely right. Lack of human judgment, empathy, and moral reasoning which are essential and sensitive roles like HR or counseling. Now, I can tell you something. We have worked with a lot of companies, Saurav, and the HR teams are not fully trained. If you look at a startup or a SME, the HR teams don't have the requisite experience. So tools like AI can actually help them in multitasking. The HR does recruitment, HR does business partnering, HR does learning and development, HR does compensation benefits. So they are not able to deliver max. But with this, one recruiter, one small HR team, a few HR members can achieve a lot more. That is what is important, Saurabh. Absolutely right. Rather than saying, I will not adopt AI, HR is not able to deliver results. Peak employees are complaining. We are stretched out. HR is completely stretched out. Why? Because we want to do everything ourselves. And we are not responding to the surveys. We are responding to emails. People are complaining about issues. Performance management is not happening properly. Learning and development, we are not able to do skills mapping, training need analysis properly. AI can help in skills gap analysis. AI can help in training need analysis. You can now create custom curate content. You can create custom learning journeys, custom learning pathways. It can do enormous things which can help humans. So I would like you to slightly think on that aspect. AI cannot replace humans, but with AI, humans can deliver much, much better results. Okay. So finally, I want to show performance management, right? Let me show you this small video of how AI is being used in BetterWorks tool for performance management.
Taker, do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes. It captures
HR leaders know that business success rises from an engaged, empowered workforce that is strategically aligned to the company mission. But how do you get there? BetterWorks Intelligent Performance Management transforms the way you approach workplace productivity and manage your effectiveness, bridging the gap between business goals and workforce alignment. It replaces annual reviews with continuous performance management that integrates goals, feedback, and recognition to foster continuous growth. BetterWorks' data-rich platform powers comprehensive analytics for HR leaders and time-saving AI for managers and employees so they can focus on what truly matters, doing their best work ever. BetterWorks is embedded in the apps your employees use every day, enabling ongoing manager conversations that help employees thrive. It starts with AI-enabled goal writing to develop purposeful, business-aligned goals without the stress. And a flow of actionable, unbiased, AI-assisted feedback helps employees stay on track. When it's time for performance reviews, managers start with a rich AI-generated summary, a toolkit of templates and tips, and an AI co-pilot that helps them write unbiased, actionable evaluations that lead to constructive conversations. And regular one-on-one check-ins? They're a breeze, not a burden, with tools that let you share agendas, track decisions, and decide next steps. When it comes to calibration, BetterWorks makes it an easy lift that includes managers, replaces drudgery with automation, promotes fairness, and saves time. Lots of time. There's never a need to wonder what's on your employees' minds. Continuous listening tools let them feel heard and understood, helping leadership shape a vibrant culture. Top it off with advanced analytics, a goldmine of deep people insights that equip you to make smart decisions that deliver the greatest payoff for your talent. Think of BetterWorks as your all-access pass to intelligent performance management. BetterWorks. Make work better.
Don't be like this alligator and sleep on.
Okay, so this is how how performance management. So HR today says, hey, you have not completed performance management. You have not completed performance management. But with AI, HR can start looking at how good the KPIs are, how to help the employees, nudge them to meet their KPIs. How can we help them meet their KPIs? So AI can be leveraged by HR to help the employees in their career development and promotions and performance management, and not just only in managing whether performance process is completed. Okay, now this is what I want to showcase to you. Notebook LM. So Notebook LM is Google's tool where I'm using to create custom content. You can upload PDFs, you can upload text, you can upload MP3 documents, Google Docs. You can even put in YouTube links. You can put in various websites. So which means it will read through the documents. It will watch the videos. It will watch the YouTube sites. So if you don't have time, put all the sources here and it can come up with a fantastic output. So let me tell you something about this. So Azure Virtual Network. I want to know more about Azure Virtual Network. So what I did was I uploaded this video on what is Azure Virtual Network. I had this document. I had this YouTube video. I uploaded all of this and it does this and gives me this summary. Not just that, right? I say FAQ. Okay. It creates an FAQ of the documents that I uploaded, the YouTube that I uploaded, saying what is Azure Virtual Network and why is it essential for cloud computing? What are the core conceptual components of the end? I don't have to read through the video, see the video. I don't have to read through the document. It gives me all of the summary. Not just that. If I want a complete briefing doc, okay, instead of FAQ, I want a briefing doc. It creates a briefing doc. Introduction to Azure, core concepts, key scenarios, benefits, everything. Not just that. Okay. Let me play this and you will see the thing, right? I had the output here. See, in settings, if I go into output, there are multiple settings, English. So I had it in Tamil, right?
வணக்கம். இன்னைக்கு நாம Azure Virtual Network பத்தி கொஞ்சம் ஆழமா பார்க்கலாம். என்கிட்ட மைக்ரோசாஃப்ட் ஆவணங்கள் அப்புறம் ஒரு
Okay, so it created an entire podcast for 5 minutes about Azure Virtual Network based on the data that I shared. Okay, now if I wanted in English, I've changed the output language to English. Now I say generate. It creates the entire podcast conversation in English. Not just that. If I want a mind map, I click mind map. Imagine 10-15 years back to create mind map. You would sit in a room full day brainstorming and come up with this mind map. Now it creates the entire mind map of Azure Virtual Network in just one click. Okay, what are the core concepts? Okay, what are the subnets? Entire what are the why use VNet? It creates it. How easy it is. An entire concept can be created in a text format, in FAQ format, in an audio format, in a mind map format. Today, you can create for each of your employees custom content. You can say, hey, can you create L1, L2, L3 versions of Azure Virtual Network in a summary format of 1,000 words for different employees at different levels of skills, knowledge. Okay, I just created it. Will create it. So the entire thing is it will create L1 version, L2 version, L3 version. You can create custom content. You can create custom learning videos, all of those aspects. Okay. So L1 version, the basic for all employees. L2 version. And this is not like ChatGPT. It only looks at whatever content you have given. From that content, it creates 3 levels. And then for L1 folks, you can create this L1, L2 level. You can create all of those. This conversation is getting created. But this is to tell you how you can create custom content, custom curated content using Notebook LM. Finally, I want to close off with analytics. Analytics is very important, right? See, I have not talked about.
Hi, we're Azure.ae, the UAE's fastest growing domain specialist.
Auto-generate some. The transformative power of people analytics, elevated with generative AI. Introducing V by Vizier, a groundbreaking advancement in delivering insights to people leaders. Ask V a question, get an immediate answer. Drill down to find more answers and context. Auto-generate summaries, share reports, build alignment, drive change. Ask V in the flow of daily work with Microsoft Teams and Slack integrations. Rest easy knowing Vizier's robust security model only shares answers with the right people, with the right level of access. Broader usage across the organization, insights delivered instantly.
Okay, that's to. So this is a quick, the limited time talking about this, but AI can help in mental well-being. AI can help in sentiment analysis much better, in compensation planning, in workforce planning, in so many different ways within recruitment. It can help. It can help in soft skills training. But these are some examples, right? I need you to watch out for these things. Productivity paradox. When you adopt AI, it's not going to straight away increase your productivity. There are various reasons. For example, iPhone has got all features, but we don't know about all the features. The key aspect is people have to be trained ahead of the curve. People should not be trained after the technology has come in. You have to train them before the technology has come in so that they are ready for it. There is a lag between technology innovation and implementation. So you have to continuously train employees on new tech. Okay. The other important aspect to watch out for is you will have a lot of bias in the prompts. You will have a lot of bias in the AI output. You need to ensure constantly you audit for bias, you audit for ethical concerns. One of you talked about it. If you go to ChatGPT and say, draw the image of a astronaut, it will draw a male astronaut. Draw the image of a HR professional, it will draw a female HR professional. So there are inherent biases. You need to be aware of it, and HR's role is to remove the biases. Number 3, data security and privacy. I don't have to emphasize on it. There will be a lot more security aspects, cyber security aspects, privacy aspects. It's going to be an issue. But that should not stop us from using AI. While we use AI, we have to put in guardrails enough to ensure that this is taken care. Now, huge resistance to adoption. When we work to clients, when we work with colleges, we see there is a resistance in adoption, you will have to work with different sets of people and help them onboard, get them onboarded using the right methodology. So this is a 2x2 from Harvard, which essentially says, how do you manage people who have resistance in adoption? Okay, impact on jobs and employment is going to be really much higher. HR's role is to start doing jobs redesign, helping employees move to newer roles, upskilling them, cross-skilling them, reskilling them for newer roles, doing workforce planning for the organization. These are the various aspects that HR should be doing. And so we need to watch out for productivity paradox, cyber security and privacy, bias and ethics, resistance in adoption, and impact of jobs and employment. Okay, I see a lot of questions in the chat box. Can I request you to put your questions in the Q&A box and I could answer them, because I'm just going to be starting to answer all the Q&A. Wherever I've already responded on the text, please check the answers, but put your questions in Q&A, please. So finally, Manish will be talking about it a lot more tomorrow, but remember one thing, we don't focus only on technology when you are managing the organization's HR function. First, you have to focus on mindset. Ensure all the employees have the right mindset, digital mindset of technology. There are 4 generations, 5 generations in the workforce. Each one of them should have a digital mindset. I want to clarify one thing here. Digital mindset does not mean social media savviness. Many people are always on social media. That doesn't mean your digital mindset. Digital mindset is all about leveraging technology to solve a business problem, leveraging technology to solve a HR problem. That is digital mindset. Social media savviness is just putting in posts and being on Instagram and Facebook, which is quite different. Next, you need to have skills. You have to continuously upgrade your skills. You have to continuously do online studies, learning, go back to college, go back to pursue certifications. The focus should be on continuous learning, because skills are fast changing and you need to keep learning these skills. Number 3, you have to redesign your processes in the organization. Don't just put technology on top of the existing process. It's going to fail. You have to redesign the process and involve technology. Finally, is the technology tool. I'm not bothered whether you are using ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Claude, Perplexity, any of this. It's not a concern. Technology tools can be anything, but you should know how to find out what is the right technology tool. So I had someone ask this question here. You should be experimenting with it. What works for one will not work for another person. So you need to really keep experimenting. So remember one thing, when you are implementing HR technology for your organization, first ensure every employee has a digital mindset, train them on the requisite digital skills, redesign the processes, and finally focus on technology. I will share the slides with Dr. Parimala and she can share it across to you. The HR skills of the future, analytical thinking, business acumen, data-driven decision making. So we are going to have Dr. Furman talk about DDOM tomorrow, data-driven decision making, which is all about people analytics. Thanks to generative AI, he's going to tell you how people analytics has become easy. You need to have a data-driven approach to everything. Next, strategic workforce planning. Which skill sets do you require for the organization in 3 years? How do I bridge the skills? Should I need to do talent acquisition? Should I need to train my employees? Should I need to outsource? Should I need to adopt technology? What should be your workforce planning approach? So that's an important skill. Digital mindset is very critical for the HR teams. Essentially, how do I solve my HR problem leveraging technology? And most importantly, human-centered design thinking. This is going to be important. These are the skills of the future. So if you want to upskill yourself as a HR professional for the future, focus yourself on analytical thinking, how to improve your analytical thinking. Business acumen is very important. Knowledge of the business, data-driven approach, which is all about people analytics, workforce planning, mindset, and design thinking. And again, you should talk to Manish tomorrow on some of the HR jobs of the future. These are some of the HR jobs of the future. There are going to be a lot of algorithms in the organization, lot of algorithms. So you need to ensure, as a HR professional, you need to know technology, and also you need to know HR. So you need to see if algorithms have the bias and do things to remove those bias. Um, Organizational network analysis is an important thing. If you have not heard of organizational network analysis, please go ahead and do an enough search, or probably use Notebook LM to research about organizational network analysis. So that's why HR network analyst is an important role coming up. VR is no more those VR goggles. Virtual reality, augmented reality is coming into learning and development, is coming into onboarding, is coming into recruitment in a big way. So we are immersion specialists to see how HR service delivery can be integrated to make things more experiential for the candidates and employees. The most important thing, HR's role is to ensure employees are ready for the next act. The first act of the employees are over. Okay, now you have to upskill them, reskill them, cross-skill them for the next act. Continuously, you have to see which employees need upskilling, reskilling, cross-skilling, who's becoming redundant. How do we upskill them? How do we move them to newer roles? That is going to be really critical. So these are some of the things that I wanted to talk about over the past 1 hour, 45 minutes. We talked about we talked about Amara's law. We talked about how HR requests from management are changing. We looked at how I am leveraging AI for improving my productivity. And then we talked about some basic concepts of AI, prompting 101. We talked about how AI in HR is being used. What are the issues to watch out for while implementing AI? The future workforce is all about understanding what are the HR skills of the future, what are the HR jobs of the future. So these are some of the thoughts, these are 1-day workshops and 2-day workshops that we have just compressed into a 1.5 hour format so that we really make you understand the entire thing, right? In our 1-day, 2-day workshops, we really help them develop hands-on chatbots, develop this digital mindset, help them in enhancing the design thinking skills, so on and so forth. So I would really like to thank Dr. Parimala for this opportunity. Without her, I think this would not have been possible. We have put in a lot of time and effort to ensure we are able to meet your requirement on this. Feel free to connect with me or reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you out. But meanwhile, over to Dr. Parimala. Let's look at the questions and we'll be happy to answer them.
Yeah, I think most of them you have answered. That was very enriching, and I can see a lot of questions in the Q&A. So
yeah, okay. Yes, I have a lot of questions. Okay, so let me answer. Which CV is good, a simple Word file or ATS core CV? I want to clarify on this. All applicant tracking systems these days are becoming smart. It's no more it's no more keyword search. All of us think we need to put in the keywords. No, we are right now in a contextual search era where AI can read your resume, understand what you have done. For example, we think it is easy to now fake our CV using ChatGPT, but there is an AI interviewing tool which is going to ask questions based on what you have written, and then you will get caught there, right? And these AI tools are smart enough to assess you. So it's no more just about a Word file or an ATS core CV. It's all about what you know and putting it there. The smart systems can really read through them and provide the right answer. Okay. Okay, for creating CV, if a couple of people have skill set, then ChatGPT gave same CV for all these 3 people. However, CV is different from other. So I want to clarify on this, Anjali. In recruitment, there is a first resume level screening done by the recruiter. Instead of resume screening done by recruiter, AI does the screening. So if the recruiter were to look at 3 resumes, what he or she would do, AI would do a step better. That's what we are saying. Okay, this is the resume level screening. Next is a recruiter interviewing, hiring manager interviewing. So we are seeing AI coming in everywhere. But if 3 CVs have the same skill sets, which is very, very doubtful, AI interviewing comes in then, and that is where it really assesses whether you have the right skills or not. Okay, can you suggest some AI to make the resume and check the resume? Okay, look, you have to just play around. There are a lot of tools that are available, so I don't want to recommend anything specific. There are enough tools that are available. Okay, okay.
So
Yes,
there are
can napkin? Sorry, ma'am. Go ahead.
So there are questions on whether we can use ChatGPT to customize resume fitting to the job description.
Yes, you can use, but I am saying please ensure you focus on what skills you have and don't try to say, tell ChatGPT again, don't give the prompt, modify my resume for the job description. No, you have to say, hey, look at the skill sets that's there in the job description, look at the skill sets that I have, align the resume to highlight the skills that I have. So let's ensure that we focus on highlighting the skills that you have, which means you also have to inform ChatGPT on the skills that you have. It can never understand your skills. So you have to give the right inputs. Okay, Santosh, good. Thanks for reminding me. The difference between agentic AI and generative AI is simple. Generative AI still needs human intervention. Okay, humans give the direction, AI implements it. Agentic AI, where we are going towards, is essentially a super agent managing multiple agents. Okay, which means human intervention is almost minimal. The super agents are able to manage the agents, modify the targets, modify if there are issues, it will modify the approach. Everything is done by the agent. So agentic AI is the next step we are going towards, where human intervention becomes even more lesser. Right now, we are still talking about generative AI, where there is a lot of human intervention.
Also, can AI-driven strategies help us identify passive candidates who are not actively job hunting?
Okay, yes, there are a lot of tools. Like, for example, if you use tools like Juicebox, these are helping companies in doing sourcing. So as mentioned, right, in the limited time, I didn't talk about sourcing, but there are AI tools like Juicebox that can help you and identify better in sourcing. Okay. Thank
How
you.
How do AI tools impact diversity hiring goals, and can they help detect systemic biases in existing HR processes?
Absolutely, yes. There are a lot of biases in every aspect with AI. AI will also, just if they are trained by humans, AI will also have the biases, which is why I told you algorithm bias auditor is an important HR role to essentially see if algorithms have bias, right? You can completely use AI to essentially see if your DEI goals have biases, your HR processes have biases, whether your recruitment process, your performance management, your compensation planning, in which stage are there biases, all of this can be managed. Definitely, yes.
Are there legal guidelines? I think participants will also want to know if there's any legal framework that sort of governs the usage of AI in HR decisions.
Yeah, so every country is coming up with it. EU is coming up with the AI Act. Singapore has come up with framework. Indian government is now coming up with AI frameworks. We still don't have these in place in many countries, but like GDPR, like PDPA, which we focus on, very soon HR also has to adhere to AI acts. These are coming in place, but not in place right now.
Also, can AI help in personalizing learning and development plans for employees?
Absolutely, yes. AI in L&D can help identify training needs analysis, help identify the skills gap analysis. For example, this skill, you need to be guru, but you are at beginner level. So this is the gap. So this is the recommended learning journey, recommended learning pathway. These are the resources available. Your smart LMS systems, LXP systems can now do that. So essentially, we can create custom learning journeys, custom learning pathways. You can create custom learning programs, whether in video, audio, text-based, depending on the employee's preferences, and roll out to them. As I said, a simple aspect is Notebook LM or a Udly. You can now customize learning for your employees based on how they require.
We'll take up one last question. How do we address employee concerns about privacy and job security when introducing AI into HR?
Okay. Now, the only way I can answer this question is please read the case study of Unilever. Okay. Unilever embarked on future of work in 2014, 2015 time frame. And they realized in 2015 saying that AI and technology is going to impact workforce and started working on it. You have to be ahead of the curve. Rather than trying to prevent yourself from adopting technology, you have to see how by adopting technology, your organization and the employees are well taken care. Today, what we are seeing is employees have the fear. HR's role is to communicate that, we are taking care of you. But for that, we need to do workforce planning. We need to do strategic workforce planning. We need to ensure how employees can identify the right skills of the employees, do jobs redesign, upskill, reskill, cross-skill them. If you do all of this, employee trust is definitely going to go up and they won't be afraid. The problem is we don't communicate to our employees because we don't know ourselves what to do. And that's when the employee fears go up. Okay. I have, I think, answered this. Can Napkin AI be used for creating dashboards as we do using Power BI? Napkin AI can right now create visualization that your tools like Power BI or Tableau do. But if you want a free tool, you can use Google's Looker Studio. It can create dashboards, right? Google's Looker Studio is available for free. It can create effective dashboards.
Yeah, I think we have effectively answered most of the questions. And there's a little room for one or two questions if you will.
Yeah, sure. I think.
So there's a question if AI is able to do the work in just 2 days work in just 30 minutes, can you share real life examples and success stories where AI has drastically reduced the time and effort in completing the operations?
Okay, again, I can give you a lot of examples. Please take the DBS Bank case study in Harvard Business Review. There is enough example of how they started using AI and are seeing results. AI in HR is being used by global organizations, a lot of Indian organizations. Simple use case. A recruiter can call a maximum of 30 candidates in a day. AI can call thousands of candidates in a single minute. Look at the productivity improvement of the recruiter. So the recruiter now don't have to speak hundreds of candidates. They have to speak to the top 5 candidates, top 10 candidates, spend quality time. So which means the first thing I saw one question on metrics. Let's stop looking at cost of hire and time to hire. We have to look at quality of hire. So as we grow, what we will see, companies will need to hire people with niche skills. So quality of hire is going to be very, very important. It is no more going to be about cost per hire or time to hire. Okay. So that's why in recruitment, what I talk to you about, my personal responsibility, so Nidhi, just to let you know, this is a classic example of myself, right? This is how on the screen, these are the tools that I use, which have helped me improve my productivity. Every day, my productivity has gone up by at least 2 to 3 hours. So which means in a month, I have 100 more hours that I'm now putting into a lot more research.
Absolutely.
Okay. Can you say that India will come up like this? You are thinking, Prachi, I am not sure why you are saying that. I work with a lot of large Indian enterprises and they are way ahead. All of them have started talking about and implementing these tech. Whatever I'm talking about is independent tools, but a lot of them have started adopting the AI-based tools in their organization. So actually, India is way ahead than the rest of the world in many aspects.
I think that brings us to the end of this session. But truly, what a powerful and thought-provoking session this has been. Thank you so much, Mr. Sriram Iyer, for setting the tone for this conclave with such a energizing and hands-on session. You've given us inputs on the power of AI in HR. I mean, this was nothing short of brilliant. It was practical, insightful, and truly, truly visionary. And thank you for beautifully demonstrating how AI is not just an automation, but it's all about transformation. I think your session has given us a lot to rethink about the way HR functions can be redesigned. An excellent takeaway for all of us is about AI being a strategic enabler. It has a role to play in each of the HR functions, right from recruitment, planning to performance analytics, and it's truly empowering, the role of HR. Thank you so much on behalf of all of us from Symbiosis School for Online and Digital Learning, Symbiosis International University, for giving us your time and sharing your expertise. It's been truly inspiring. Warm thank you to all the participants for your excellent participation. Your presence and enthusiasm have made this conclave the first day truly, truly meaningful. Thank you once again, Mr. Sriram. Participants will be sharing the recordings in the LMS and the presentation with the consent from the speaker. Please don't miss out on tomorrow's conclave. There are again excellent takeaways lined up for you tomorrow. So thank you once again, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Parimala. And thank you, everybody. It was a pleasure talking to all of you.
Thank you, everyone. As we sign off, can I ask you to please share your feedback? And please do not miss tomorrow's session. We start early morning tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Please do sign in and ensure that you are there in tomorrow's session. Thank you.